everyone. Welcome to Securovix podcast. Today Vera joined us to share her story. Welcome, Vera.
Thank you very much.
So Vera, can you please give us a quick intro about yourself and what you're currently working on?
Yes, I am a transformational life coach with a background in psychology and also 23 years in hospitality, doing everything from a cleaning lady to a general manager to internal coach and mentor. And I'm currently writing my first book called The Comeback is Personal. That's a journey that really describes how I learned to rebuild my own self-trust, to rebuild the connection with myself again.
Nice. So, what got into your field? Was it planned or was it like discovered along the way you like?
Oh, that's a very good question. It wasn't planned at all. I actually, again, a very personal journey, but I think what I do is an extension of who I am as a person.
Yeah.
I studied chemistry for 4 years and I was managing a hotel at that time and I got lost.
Yeah.
I got depressed, I started to blame myself for wasting 4 years of my life for studying something I wasn't passionate about.
Okay.
And I had to get really, really real and honest about where I am and where I'm going, to understand that I had only two options.
Okay.
To rather continue going that rabbit hole of self-blame, destructive, harmful self-criticism,
Okay.
or actually find a way out of this.
Okay.
So in a moment of really deep, very harmful self-criticism, I asked myself one question that changed everything. What I can do to help people not feel the way I feel right now.
Nice. What's the one thing that people misunderstands about your industry now?
That we give advice
Okay.
and that we fix things fast, and people don't need fixing. They already have the resources. They already have everything they need inside of them.
Okay.
But somehow along the way, people got lost in the noise and they forgot to listen to their own voice.
It happens with me as well. It happens with me because sometimes I get lost. Sometimes it's very hard by myself to think about it and fix everything. It's hard for every person.
And it's completely individual for all of us.
Yes, it's different, right?
What works for you may not work for other people.
Yes.
Interesting.
That's interesting. What people are struggling with right now at the moment in their life?
I feel like people are struggling more with learning how to listen to themselves again.
Okay.
To lean into their own voice, to their own strength, to their own resources.
Okay.
Because of all of that noise around us, social media, family, friends, bosses, partners. There's so many expectations. There is so much weight, external noise coming our way every minute.
That's why you need a personal coach so that that person can hear about you, right?
I guess that will help
transition,
and that help people explore what is actually going on between their ears.
Yes.
Because saying that out loud helps you hear your own thoughts out loud.
Okay.
So you start the process of self-discovery, slowly.
Nice. So Vera, tell our viewers that how can someone break out their self-doubt or overthinking?
Oh, that's a great question. First, I guess not trusting that self-doubt, realizing self-doubt is in all of us, but we don't have to listen to it because it's just an information, but not a fact.
Okay.
And the moment we start believing it, we act as if.
Yeah.
If we just ignore it, we know it's there, but just ignore it for a moment and make a step forward. That will break the overthinking, that will break the cycle inside of our head of the self-doubt.
Okay.
And that will build naturally an evidence.
I have a question for that. So it's like it works for every people, right?
Yes.
It works for every people.
It takes small steps. It takes self-trust
Okay.
of taking the first step towards an action,
Yeah.
because the brain needs evidence.
Okay.
Evidence that you can do it. So that's how the noise coming from the self-doubt and overthinking will shut down.
Okay. Nice. So, what's something you had to unlearn to grow?
Comfort.
Comfort.
I had to unlearn comfort. I had to learn how to be comfortable being in uncertainty. I had to unlearn how to stay in these certain moments, but nothing is certain. There are so many things that we can't predict and control.
Yeah.
So in order for me to grow, I really had to unlearn to be comfortable.
Okay. It happens with everyone, right? Because when people are like child, they're thinking something. When they're like growing up, they're like they're searching for the questions or the answers that they heard about, and they unlearn things. How they grow, right?
And that's absolutely right. And then learn and unlearn by trying different things. Being curious, staying open, just experimenting.
Yeah.
And we need to lean into that. Be curious again. Learn how to just experience with life again. Not
to pressurize the
stuck
brain
and too comfortable in our head.
So, what's been the toughest moment in your career so far?
Overcoming, questioning really what value and purpose I'm here to serve. I believe the toughest moments were the moments where I really start questioning why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Okay.
And that didn't come from external source. That all started in my own head. My own thoughts created that loop.
Okay.
That was for me because I dropped down my own energy and frequency because of that thought process.
Okay.
Start doubting. So I had to break this because it was dragging me down energetically.
Yeah.
And I wasn't able to be performing at my very best, which I'm here to do.
Yeah. Nice.
As we all are.
Yeah, we all. So, what advice you want to give someone who is planning to start today?
Someone who is planning to start today, to the person listening, I would say lean in to what you know.
Yeah.
Lean into why you do what you do in the first place and why is this important to you. As in, that will help you push through those dark moments in your head when you're wondering when and where your next client will come, how you're going to find your next client. Lean in to what you know. Lean in to your resources. And go for a walk. Just go for a walk so you unstuck your
knots.
Internal. Yes, your knots. That's very nice. You unstuck your knots and go back and produce value again.
Again and again.
Again and again.
So Vera, what was the one question that changed everything for you in your life?
The moment I've decided to listen to my body.
Okay.
That helped me rebuild my own connection with myself, which translated to all of my decisions, to my own life, to the way I work, the way I live, the way I think, the way I write.
So
everything.
How are you finding yourself right now? How are you feeling inside, after changing yourself?
I feel amazing. I feel incredible. I'm way more energetic. I lean into my internal voice. I start listening to it again, and that changed everything. Completely transformed me to a better version of me, which I'm very good at helping people doing that.
Definitely.
But I wasn't necessarily doing that for myself.
I think viewers gonna see this and they will learn from you as well.
I would really Hope so.
Yeah. What's one piece of advice that you can give it to people who are watching this video?
Don't be scared to be yourselves. Be
Nice.
yourself. Make a mistake.
Yeah.
Meet others. Make a mistake again. Just ask questions, get curious, but be yourselves. That's your biggest strength.
Yeah.
Because you came here with resources from universe, nature, God, whatever you believe in.
Yeah.
But you already have a full package
Yeah.
of
Everything.
amazing, priceless talents. So be yourself and trust that. Trust yourself. That will unlock all the doors for you.
Can you please tell me what helps you to be yourself?
I've learned how not to listen to other people's opinions.
Yeah.
And realize they're only opinions, not facts.
Which is exactly true, because people have their opinions all the time.
Oh, yes.
And they will judge you or whatever. Why do you care, right?
And that will never stop. I can listen to that external noise, but it's not the validation of who I am.
Yes.
I get to decide.
Yes. So what's one thing people can take away from our conversation today?
The one thing people can take away from our conversation: have fun with exploring who you really are.
Yeah.
Reconnect with yourself, and don't be scared of reconnecting with yourself. That will help you fight all of your battles.
Yeah.
That was the one thing I would like people to take away. Don't be scared to be yourself, and that will help you get more confident, stronger on any field.
Yeah. This is a great advice, Vera.
Thank you. Thank you for
you.
having me.
Yeah, no worries. So, Vera, where people can find you?
The best way for people to find me will be LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. Thanks for joining us, Vera. We'll be happy to have you again in our
I would
podcast.
love to join you again. Thank
Yes.
you so much. I really
Thank you.
enjoyed our conversation today. Thank you.
Thank you.